How do we come up with the title of this book, The Rope of Tradition? I give credit to Dr. Juliana Flynn, a professor from the University of Arkansas. She came to the island and I helped her do her research. And during her research, oftentimes people that she wanted to talk to them, they always said, well, there's Lino, he may have the answer that you're looking for. And her time, Dr. Flynn, time here at that time, her first visit to the island was only a week, researching a certain gland. And I think it was 1 day or 2 days before she left the island that I finally said to her, I said, Dr. Flynn, you know, if you will help me put a book that I'm planning to write, you know, if you can help me put the book in sequential, you know, I think I have all the answers that you're looking for. And she said, okay. I said, let me answer the question, the research you're doing, and if you think it is the right, you know, I help you through that, then in return help me put this book together. So I forgot how many tapes we fill up, maybe 40, 50 tapes, you know, day and night for the last 1 day or 2 days of her stay here on Saipan. At the end, she find it intriguing about a story where our traditional chiefs were going to be put in jail. Our chief on the island, there's no electricity, no jail on the island. I find that very interesting too. For the first time, how in the world they're going to put the chief in jail? After I shared that story to Dr. Juliana Flynn, she found it very, very interesting. Because there's no jail on the island. The children of the chiefly clan stole a chicken, and the island was put on a restriction, you know, like a curfew, like what's happening with the coronavirus pandemic nowadays. It's similar to that. You know, everybody's confined to the village. Anyway, people go hungry and all of that. But anyway, member of a chiefly clan stole chicken, and they won't tell who stole the chicken, but the people in the community know who stole the chicken. But because they are a member of a chiefly clan, they let them along for a while. They were not penalized or punished, not like any other. So the news got to the chief that they need to be punished. The chiefly clan need to be punished in order for the community to, you know, to have peace in the community. Finally, one Sunday they were blowing the conch shell to call the meeting, and then we meet at a certain men's house. And my uncle, who was in this picture, let me see if I can find him again. He's the one who conducted that meeting. This old man in this picture by the name of La Modu, he was staying with us here on Saipan with my family. So he know my family, I know them. He's the one who conducted the meeting as to why the chief need to be put in jail. He took a rope, like, see the rope? We call this shalilirur. It was on the rafter of a man's house, kind of house. He pulled that thing down, and right in front of everybody during this meeting, he held up that rope. He said, when the chief gave us something, we all follow. Because we're like each strand of this rope. Each strand of this rope represents each one of us. lower clan, higher clan, poor, rich, what have you, it's in this. Remember how we take each strand and put them together and twist it and become a rope? And this rope represents all of us. All the knowledge that we possess today, it came from ancestors from long time ago. And those are the understanding that continue to bind us together and bring peace to our island, to our community. So even the chief is in this rope, and it's not there's no exemption for them. It's not exempted from law of the land. It's also part of this rope. So I'm going to take this rope, put it out in front of the men's house, and those that stole the chicken, they know who they are. They can enter the rope anytime, whenever they're ready. I was listening to all this talk that my uncle was talking about. And then late in the afternoon, there were many people already. Some of them start sitting outside the rope. You know, the rope was about this size. And then they start, first it was an old lady came. You know, she walked hunchback and get in the rope, and followed by other children, by other people. Then they can fit in the rope. They start sitting outside. I didn't know then. I found out later that once you're inside the rope, you don't leave the rope. Sometimes the rope will be out there for weeks, months, day and night, during rain, during the sun. People will bring food and water, but we are not permitted to leave the rope. Depend on what happened, the offense, what was happening. It could be a week, a month. Late in the afternoon, I told my uncle that I'm going in. It happened that my late wife, Vicky, and Peter were with me. So we were getting ready to go in, and my uncle said, wait, not yet. He later told me what he meant by not yet. The balance of a chicken and the community resentment was not quite balanced out. And if I enter that rope, that jail early, you know, the ill feeling is not quite compensated. I hope you understand what I'm trying to. My uncle was trying to point this thing out. I said, wait, not yet. It was later that he explained it to me, why it's not yet ready for me and my family to enter the rope. Because about half an hour later, he told me, he said, yes, you may go in with you and your family. As soon as we enter, the people start shouting, oh no, don't do that, blah, 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 blah. So they lift up the rope. I seems to be the one that hold the key so that the rope can be lifted up. So everybody went home around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But they've been sitting in the rope since morning till about 5 in the afternoon. And I was the one and my family that opened up the jail to let the chief and his family out. So Dr. Juliana Flynn found that story intriguing, and he suggests that we use the title, Rope of Tradition. We come up with several titles: rope that binding, rope that put us together. But he preferred rope of tradition. Thanks to Dr. Juliana Flynn.